Welcome back. It's Joanne with Life Choice Healing. I have a few things I want to share today. One of which is with the lesson that I learned over the weekend. It's been a long weekend. Over the past couple of years, I have learned, or thought I had learned, that healing was kind of just something you did a little bit more every day. It builds on the other days. There were some setbacks, but overall, went in a pretty general direction. I think this weekend I learned a whole different set of lessons. And that's what I'm going to share with you today. So here we go. The major lesson that I learned this weekend, let's back up. This weekend is Father's Day, was Father's Day weekend. My dad's been gone for a few years yet, but my husband is, obviously still here. We have kids, and we hosted both daughters and all of their kids and husbands and all the fun things, which was wonderful. We had, the boys took time and planned a barbecue. They were doing, not barbecue, smoke off, let's put it that way, where we had pork shoulders and we smoked them. I didn't, the boys did. And then we brought them all together, and we were doing a comparison to see who was going to get the rights to be the next smoker in the family. That's all well and wonderful, and it was good and was thoroughly enjoyable. I had a good time. All of the kids were here, and I can't remember the last time we've had all of them here at the same time. There's always been something where somebody couldn't come. So it was a full day of kids and my grandkids, and oh my goodness, it doesn't get any better than that. So we celebrated Father's Day as a family on Saturday because they had other things they had to do. Some of the kids had to go see their dads, the whole thing. So we did it Saturday so we could all be together. And yesterday morning, after that, I got up. It was Sunday, and I was like, oh, I just can't. Not today, right? Not today. Yesterday was too much. Things that you would have done in the past that would have been just, fine. We'll go to bed a little earlier tonight, and tomorrow morning we'll be fine. Doesn't work anymore. I shouldn't say that. It may work for somebody. It just didn't work for me. So Saturday night, I crashed. Literally was in bed by about 5 o'clock. I woke up about 8, 9 o'clock and sat up for a little bit, watched a movie, and then went back to sleep and slept until 6 o'clock the next morning. Which only reinforces for me that healing takes time. And I don't know, will we ever be back to normal? That's that awful word, that normal word. So I had a couple of days where I didn't film anything because, again, Saturday was our day together. And then yesterday it was Father's Day, so I gave my husband the option of doing what he wanted to do. Pick something, we'll do it. And he picked going for a motorcycle ride. We have not been out on the motorcycle for a day like that. We've run to town, done some short trips here and there. But we have not spent hours outside on the motorcycle since before surgery, 2 years ago. And so I had nothing to prepare me for what that was going to entail. I got up yesterday morning thinking, well, I can do this. How many times have we been on the bike together? I know what I'm doing. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal if you still have clothes that you could wear from 2 years ago that you could just be able to throw on and let's go get on the bike. Yeah, no. I found myself in a very bad place yesterday morning, where all of my last 2 years worth of healing was in question. I actually broke down in tears at one point because I just wanted to get on the bike. I just wanted to have a day of what I used to call my nothing box, where I'd get on the back of the motorcycle. On the back of the motorcycle, you can't, how do I explain this? To fellows, to gentlemen who are watching this, you know how when we ask you what you're thinking and you just look at us and say nothing? We don't have a nothing. Guys can compartmentalize things, and women, as a rule, cannot. But on the back of that motorcycle, when we're doing 60, 65 miles an hour down the highway, I can find my nothing box. Between the sound of the wind and just, you can't hear and you can't converse over the top of a Harley Davidson. Not sure if you knew that. But it just lets you sit back and relax and not think. Just, this is right here in the moment. So I was desperately anxious, it's been a minute, to get back on the back of the motorcycle. Thought it was not going to be a big deal. Until I went to try to find something to wear to get back on the back of the motorcycle. I talked last week a little bit about the struggle, the emotional stress of finding something to wear. It's real. It's real. And it's funny that I just talked about that, and here I was experiencing it over on Sunday morning, trying to find clothes that I could wear. I pulled out the jeans that I loved to put on to get on the motorcycle, and they fit. That wasn't a problem. But everything from before surgery, before ostomy, everything sat at, I think they call it low rise. All my jeans. I had three different pairs of jeans that I like to wear motorcycling, and a little give to them, so if you're getting on the back of the bike and you're moving around, you're not being cut in half or hindered, right? So that's what I immediately went to grab out of the closet. The low-rise jeans don't work anymore. Now when you have an ostomy, and every time you fasten a pair of those rise pair of jeans, it cuts right across your stoma. Even on a good day, that's not a good idea. And it's been not such a good day with my ostomy the last couple of weeks. So if my husband can attest to this, I had every pair of jeans I own on my bed. And I think I tried them all on, trying to find something that was going to come up over the top of my ostomy and not cut me in half while I was sitting on the back of a motorcycle. Should not have been an ordeal. It's something I've done for years. I know how to do it. I know what to wear. I know how to wear it. It was like starting from scratch yesterday. And again, it kind of put me back a little bit. It's like, I thought this was behind me. I thought I'd gotten past that. It takes you right back. Takes you right back to the day when you go to leave the hospital and the clothes that you came in with, you can't put back on. It leads you to a place of, what happened? What happened, and why can't life just be easy? But it's not. And it's not going to be. And we've talked before about, just ups and downs and the healing process, and it doesn't go right straight across, and I knew that. But it didn't prepare me for trying to get on the back of that motorcycle, or getting ready to get back on the motorcycle, something I desperately wanted to do. It was... So we got on the motorcycle, and had a wonderful day. I mean, it was not a wonderful sunny, let's get out and get some sun day on the bike, but it was a nice day. It wasn't freezing. I had my jacket on. We were good. We rode around on every back road I think my husband knows, and we had fun. It was just relaxing, really relaxing for both of us. We decided that maybe we should get something to eat. Well, in our local restaurant, a local restaurant, has a Father's Day special. It's an ice cream place. It has Father's Day special where dads get their ice cream for free. So it's always a destination for most of us on Father's Day. Go here, especially for him. Get a big old stinking bucket of ice cream and it's free. All good and well. We grab a pizza at one place, ran over to get our ice cream at the other place. In the meantime, like I said, my ostomy wasn't being my friend yesterday, or up for a couple of days. So I needed to empty it. It's not a pleasant thing to do in a public bathroom. If you're sharing a bathroom with somebody, public stalls, people next to you, it's worse than having to have a bowel movement in a bathroom. And it smells 10 times worse. Don't know why, but it does. So I won't do it if there's people in the bathroom with me. The restaurant we went into, there was people in waiting line. There were people in the back. It was a nightmare. And I said, okay, never mind. We're not going to do that. So then we went to this place to get our ice cream and checked in their bathroom, which was a one-holer. Thank you, Jesus. And I could lock the door and I could do what I needed to do. But that all by itself caused stress because the bag was full and what was I going to do about it, right? Took care of it. Actually ran into some cousins that I hadn't seen in a really long time, and we shared ice cream with them. We had a wonderful day. It was great. But when I got home, I was exhausted again, and I think I was back in bed last night before 7. That's what this life has come to. That's who I am. I'm exhausted. I can't take the things I used to be able to take and maintain a day. Just can't. Working on it, but just overall can't. So to wrap that up, to make a conclusion to what I hope you get from this video, is to learn that healing is fragile. It's something we need to protect. It's something we need to tend. It's something we need to every day be aware of where we maintain being where we are. We don't want to go back. We don't want to have those moments of, oh God, here I am again. We want to be able to move forward, or at least not revert. That's what I call tending, and really that's exactly what I had to do, or had to learn to do. In the meantime, instead of beating myself up for it, which I did when I got home, which is why I went to bed at 7 o'clock, is that I have to offer myself some grace. Know that it's not the life that I've led for 60 plus years, and it's going to take a little getting used to, a little bit more than a little getting used to. I used to think I was pretty strong, that I could shake off just about anything and push through. Learn how to give ourselves that grace to get through days like yesterday, and to know that today is a new day. And from here on out, we can learn from what happened yesterday. We can maybe prepare for that to not happen again in any way, shape, or form. Give ourselves grace for the time in between. Okay, so if all of that is any interest to you, if you felt anything, if that helped you put perspective on where you are in a healing journey, then by all means subscribe, come back, we'll have some fun together. We're going to build a community and be able to walk this stuff out together. So subscribe, like all the things. And I look forward to coming together and chatting with you again later on in the week. You have a good day. God bless.